Union Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw, responding to a member's query on the New Delhi railway station tragedy, has said that a big headload that fell from one of the passengers led to the tragedy at the New Delhi railway station. Remember, the tragedy had killed about 18 people. As per the minister, this headload is what had resulted in tripping of passengers on the stairs. Now, what's important in this story is that the Union Minister of Railways responded to a query by Samajwadi Party MP Ramji Lal Suman in Rajya Sabha. Now, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnaw has in fact shared the details from the report by a high-level inquiry committee that was in fact constituted to examine the circumstances leading to the unfortunate incident. Remember, like I just mentioned, 18 people were killed as well as 15 people were injured on the 15th of February at the New Delhi railway station, which of course witnessed a surge of passengers. What's also important to understand is that at the time at which the tragedy occurred, there were a surge of passengers waiting to board trains for Prayagraj, where of course the Kumbh festival was taking place at the time. In fact, several reactions had poured into this story. We remember the Prime Minister also who had condoled the loss of lives in this tragedy. Well, joining me right now is my colleague Anushka to share more details with us. Anushka, of course, a high-level inquiry committee was constituted to look into the incident and probe as to what exactly went wrong. Now, what exactly are the findings of the committee?
That's right. A report was shared by Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw, and it had in fact also mentioned that because of a big headload that fell on the footover bridge, the incident happened. And when the headload fell, it created pressure on the passengers who were in fact going downstairs. Using the staircase, and that is what led to the stampede that happened on 15th of February. At New Delhi railway station, where several of the people were in fact gathered there to go to the Kumbh Mela. That was in fact a big incident that was happening in Uttar Pradesh. So what the findings have said is that a big headload was a lot of people were carrying big headloads on the footover bridge. Not one person, but a lot of people were in fact carrying the big headload while they were at the FOB bridge, and in fact they were also in fact going downstairs. And because the crowd was so huge, a large amount of people were gathered there to in fact participate in the Kumbh Mela, and that is what happened was one person tripped and fell on the footover 14th and 15th. And it created pressure on the people who were going downstairs, to which the incident happened. There was no mention of stampede a word in the whole report that came forward after the high-level committee was in fact formed in this matter. Not just that, compensation has in fact also been given to the victims, 10 lakh compensation to the people who lost their lives, to the families of those people, 2.5 lakh rupees to the people who were seriously injured, and 1 lakh to people who were in fact slightly injured. Not just that, the railway has also taken a lot of corrective measures so that in future, if incidents like these happens, and if there is a large gathering, then the railway has in fact created a war room. Not just war room, railway has in fact also created a holding area where people can in fact stay back while they are waiting. On the day the incident happened, 90,000 tickets, general tickets, were in fact sold. That is 13,000 more than the average ticket booking sections, and that is what confused the people. There was people who were in fact gathered there for the crowd management, but then the big headload fell, and a lot of passengers tripped because of that, and it led to the death of a lot of people in the NDLS stampede that happened on 15th of February. Over to you.